When they had
since when did Gardner resist?
When they had his hands around his wrist, he was showing restriction
but
there.
If you don't tell me I'm placed under arrest.
Listen, dude. Listen.
How much? Nobody said.
Had he not resisted a little bit, even just the slightest bit. Listen, I had cops write on the slip with me.
But that's what I'm trying to
put on the slip. I resisted, and all I did was ask questions. This guy is much bigger than.
That's why we are at the point that we are now because we didn't stop the bullshit from the beginning.
And this is why Eric Garner's dead, because he didn't have the common sense to recognize that first of all, when the cops are going to fight the case, they're going to say, "Look at his size. Look at his size." This is common sense. I'm telling these people, yo. You're going against. You talking about a different fight. What I'm saying is, Eric Garner's like, he's sitting there while you're arresting me. The fucking cops is trying to pull his wrist down. He doesn't want to do it. He keeps saying this, that, whatever. At this point, you know what? Shut the fuck up. If you would have shut the fuck up and just let it go on the course of action, and them arrested him, they wouldn't have put him in a fucking chokehold and we'd have been dead. Not saying what the cops did was right, but
yes, you are. You are saying that
no, I'm not. Right. What I'm saying is, stop for a second, have common sense, and then when you in the cell, you fight a different way. You fight with your lawyer.
Come on, what you gonna trust him with a freaking lawyer?
But this
Come
is
on,
this
people
is
do it
the
all
way
the time.
we
That's
have
how you
to
fight. That's how you fight the judicial system.
No.
So the way hold on.
I will tell you
the way we fight it now is working. The way we fight it now is working.
It's goddamn right.
It worked for Michael Brown.
Yes, it is working.
It worked for Michael Brown.
You know
it worked for Garner.
Every warden's gonna take a
It's not working, dude.
There's pros and cons to this situation all the way through. All the way through, there's pros and cons to this situation.
It's not working.
But
son.
we have to play the game.
Let me tell you, son.
Right when you're dead wrong.
In my 20s, dude, when I was 18, when I was 13, I got arrested for the first time. Hold on. When I was 13, I got arrested for the first time. Got fucked up by the police.
Right.
Fucked up.
Yes.
This cop kicked me in my dick so hard, I still feel that shit. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker dragged me.
And that's what he wanted.
Listen, right? Because I ran.
Okay.
I ran.
Okay.
And I spent, after that, listen, let me finish. After that,
he should have shot you.
I got arrested so many times because I hated fucking cops. And all I ever did, every time they came and fucking say, "Yo, let me see your ID." Fuck, you want to see my ID for? I live here. You see me here all the time. That was my attitude.
That was your attitude.
All the time. After spending a lot of weekends in jail, I fucking like, you know what? I'm tired of this shit. I even went down to the police plaza. And I sat there and tried to press charges against the cops. And I sat there for fucking 9 hours, my dude. So I went that way too. That's a blue curtain that you're not gonna break.
Oh, but you
listen. I'm not finished.
You just said the lawyer.
I'm here. I'm still here. I'm still here telling you the story, right?
Go ahead.
Right. Anybody I grew up with, they'll tell you, yo, they used to call me Popo, because cops see me, go and get that nigga right there. They'll tell you. Anybody that grew up with me, they'll tell you. Niggas didn't even want to stand next to me in the corner. Because the cops was targeting me all the fucking time. Because I had a fucking attitude from that very first time when they arrested me when I was 13. Mm-hmm. It wasn't until damn near after like all these weekends in jail, when they used to put me, they lock me up in the tombs. They don't put me in the system. I'm there for 2 hours. They take me out. They put me in another precinct. I spent 4 days in jail. On the fucking third day, at the end of the day, they finally decided to fingerprint me and put me in the system. I got tired of that shit, my nigga. I got tired of that.
Can I pause you for
Hold
5
up.
seconds?
I'm not done yet. Nah.
Okay,
hold up.
ahead.
So, at the end of the day, I said, instead of me raising my voice and getting the attitude, what I did, I studied the Constitution. I studied my rights. I studied my laws. So the next time the cop approached me, I said, "No problem, officer," with a nice calm voice. I'm going to do exactly what you said, but I have the right to know why. I'm not like, fuck you and all this shit. And if he approaches me and I breach that approach, yes, he has the right. He has the right to get physical with me because now I pose a threat. Whenever a cop comes to me, female, male, whatever, the first thing I do is I put myself in a submissive position. You know what I'm saying? I lean against the car. I sit in my seat with the door open. This way, if I'm in a sitting down position, I'm no longer a threat. These are things you have to know. You know what I mean?
And the Constitution taught you that?
No, experience taught me that.
Okay, continue.
But the Constitution taught me my rights and what to ask. Can I search your car? No, officer, you cannot search my car without a warrant. Words mean something. You have to say the right words. You can't just be like, no, you can't fucking search my car. Fuck you. You can't just be that way.
Exasperate the situation.
Because the cop says, you know what? He started escalating his voice, and I felt that he was going to be a threat. He started getting agitated. I went into the proper procedure because the cop's going to follow the procedure up to you start raising your voice, and he's still going to follow procedure after that when you're supposed to be a threat. If these guys stop having an attitude and understand the proper questions to ask instead of telling the cops what they're not going to do. You don't tell the cops what you're not going to do. You tell the cops, listen, you want me to show you my license? I'm going to reach for my license. My license is right here in the glove compartment. Is that okay?
Yeah.
That's it.
It does not pose a threat.
You know what I mean? I had a female cop arrest me. You know what I mean? And after I did I sat down, all this. I was like, yes, no man, whatever. Bitch still arrest me.
Exactly.
Cause why? You know what? She wanted to see my social security card. And I said, officer. I said, listen, I told her this. I said, look, I don't carry my social security card with me. I don't have it. I said, I don't know why you're asking me that, but I don't have it. I gave you my driver's license. That's all the identification you need. She leaned over to me and she was like, you know what? I don't like your attitude. And I'm gonna get a bunch of cops over here right now and we're gonna take you in. And I was like, do what you gotta do. And she did it. But I'm still here to tell you the story. But if I would have got up, but I'm still here telling you the story. If I would have got up, I'd be like, yo, fuck you, bitch. I ain't giving you my social security. If I would have got up like that, come on, dude.
Immediate threat, and she's a woman.
You would have had a right to do it. But
no, you don't. You got a right to do it, but then you're gonna lose your life. Yo, let's move on,
you gotta choose your battles, son. All I'm trying to say
I choose to live.
In a war,
I choose to live. I ain't letting no punk ass cop take me out.
It's gonna take some mortars.
The way we fight this, to bring about no change. Man, how many more martyrs we need? Okay, so what do we think
about this then?
We need a whole bunch.
That's the stupid. That's some dumb shit right there. You talking about more people got to die for this shit to change?
How about educational training systems within the school system? By the time these children hit the 7th grade, when they're really out on the street corners, how about an educational system from the police that comes in and shows them what the law is? Because regular people, we don't really know the law because it's not necessarily taught to us unless we're taking mounds and mounds of social studies experience to get what is the Constitution, what is the bylaws.
Listen, man.
We need an educational system in plan in every school.
Exactly.
So that these children know what it is that...
The course should be called Police Confrontation 101.
So you think that we need to have the course in the schools?
Yeah, better than that dumb shit you said about more people need to die for the shit to change. That shit's ridiculous, yo. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard, son.
From the 7th grade to the 12th grade.
How many more children you want to die of grieving mothers? That's fucking ridiculous.
Let me clarify again what I'm saying. I'm not saying that I want more people to die. All I'm trying to say is that when you talk about some sort of kind of war that's going on.
She's not saying war. She's saying education.
No. That